is still WhatsApp on Gata Television. And it's often said that if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with everyone. And everyone is who we intend to take on this very wholesome journey with us today. And we just finished a Zoom interview with OKE. Let's turn our sights and see into who we do have in the studios this morning. Someone who was beautifully crafted by God on the 9th day. I'm not sure 7 days could be enough to make this very beautiful woman, but she's live and she's here with us in the studio. Please help us welcome commercial model, movie producer, actor. We call her Adeniyi Yetunde. Welcome to the studios this morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, it's understood that Lagos almost happened to you today.
Yeah, kind of.
So
it
happens. It happens. So quickly, yes, 1 minute. Let me tell you about who we do have in the studios this morning. She's been in the entertainment and advertising industry for 3 years. What you know about her specialties are screenwriting, screen acting, advertising, brand representation, and visual storytelling. She's successfully representing a prominent Pan-African brand globally, featured in multiple international ad campaigns and film projects. Now, she's obviously very educated, BSc in statistics, University of Ibadan. These people know how to solve mathematics. That was one of my problems in secondary school.
Yeah?
I was like, but I had to know like 75% to be able to make it to SS3, but it was okay. Now, some of my hobbies include being very passionate about cooking. See, I'm a foodie, so this will work. All right. Yes, it will. Yeah, I'm a huge foodie. She loves to explore arts and design, and she's and creative expression through visual media. Now, these are some of our goals: mastering new languages, French and Spanish. Oh, I always thought Spanish was very sexy until I heard French in different people's mouth. I'm like, oh, this is good. Yes, yes. To expand global communications and opportunities, she also hopes to bring so much to the table by enhancing public speaking skills to better engage and inspire audiences. So when you look at someone like this, you don't need to ask what they bring to the table. They bring the table. Improving time management to balance personal growth with a thriving professional career. So yeah, she's also the face of Maggie Game Changer. I'm sure you guys see her everywhere. All those billboards when you drive around town. All right, that woman, very lovely, sexy woman that's pointing somewhere, bent somewhere. You know, most definitely that this is who we do have in the studios this morning. So we're so excited. We're here. We are live with an improving legend. All right. So I'm very excited. And yes, I'm going to start with movies. How did you get into movies?
Okay, so it started in year 2021. A friend just called me up and said, "Yetunde, what are you doing today?" I'm like, nothing. I'm free. Okay, so they invited me for the movie shoot. I'd like you to come in. I'm like, really? And before then, I used to sometimes stay in front of my mirrors in the room, talk to myself like I'm acting. Wow. Sometimes I ask myself, like, are you mad? So when he called me, it felt like, okay, God is about to answer my prayers. I thought, okay, why not? So I followed him. We went to Alausa. They were shooting Last Man Standing.
Wow.
Featured Adeniyi, Shushu, and other big actors. I got there and he started talking to the PM on my behalf that even if it's just one scene, I think I waited for like 6 hours and yes, I got I got a scene. It was an extra scene, like I think I was there as someone's PA. Yeah, so yeah, that was it. So after that, I left Lagos to Akwa Ibom. I left Akwa Ibom. I came back, but while I was in Akwa Ibom, there was this contact I had made, Modupe Fakorede. Shout out to you, Modupe Fakorede. So I told her I wanted to go into acting if she could help, and she said, "Oh, okay, that I should send monologue." Then I remember something. I sent a very funny monologue. Like I was literally acting. I was talking to myself. It was much after like a year. every time I go back to that monologue, I'm like, what the hell was I doing here? This is not how monologues are done. But she accepted and just said, okay, you could work on this, work on this, work on that. I think you'll do well if you, take note of this highlights. I do that. Okay. So, the following year, I think about 2 months after 2022, she called me for a job, Toxic. It featured, the movie's not showing yet. Featured, Daniel Itmefion, Kiki Omele, and the like. And it was a one scene, but in sequence. So I was, changing, so I was happy. And right there, I met someone, Prince. He's called Prince. He asked if I was new. I told him I was new, that was my second time, filming. I was like, okay, that he can add me to groups. And groups, okay, I don't mind at all. So that was it. Prince added me to groups. So I started attending auditions every time. But there was something about me and camera then. I was really camera shy and I didn't have the confidence to face cameras then. So every time I went for auditions, even before I go into the room, I would have told myself, okay, I don't think this will work. So let me just go back home. And that was exactly what was happening to me. Every time I went for auditions, I wasn't getting picked because I was always pessimistic about it, even before I got into the audition room. So at some point, I got tired. I was going to go back because I was in the corporate world for like 7 years.
Wow.
Before I left. So I started telling my friends, you know what? I think I'm going back to the corporate world. I don't think this entertainment industry is for me.
Working for you.
So, but I didn't stop auditioning. I didn't stop sending pictures, sending monologues. So, one time came, I auditioned for, what's this movie again? It's a series, Covenant series, Mnet. So I got picked and I was one of the girls for, there was this particular character who had girls she was using for some, shady things. So I went, they gave me some outfits I wasn't very comfortable with. I wore them for a while, but at some point I told them I couldn't, so I dropped. But it was a good start. It felt like, okay, it means there's light here.
Yes.
So there's hope. I'm going to keep pushing. So I kept pushing. I started getting offers. The one time, I think the one that made me really happy and made me feel, okay, I think I've arrived. I think I can do this was when I auditioned for I was on a job. I was on Snapcash audition. I got picked. While I was doing Snapcash advert, I went for an audition in Aja. They called back and said they wanted me to play a subway. I was like, me, that's really good. So yeah, I auditioned, I got it. I acted in Dark Trip. Dark Trip is not streaming yet. It's in on the streaming platform, produced by a big production, outfit, Show Mine. So after we finished, they even paid us in dollars.
Wow.
So I was like, this is what I've been waiting for. So yeah, there's hope. I'm going to keep pushing. So I started pushing. I'm just going to say, I think what changed everything for me was that Toxic movie I went for, that shoot, where I was able to get into those groups that guy added me to. Because I was seeing plenty of, job opportunities, auditions that I could attend, that I could send monologues, even online auditions. And I was getting, callbacks. So I was happy. So after that trip, I think, okay, the same organization called me back for April. We did April. So yeah, that was how it started. So far, I think I've done I'm quite new, but I've done 18 movies. Some are still not showing. Some I featured in Angel Eyes. I was in the cinema last year, February, featuring Keaton Bukola as the lead. So yeah, I've done quite a few, But yes, last year I decided to produce. I just had this small thing I wanted to do. But somehow I mentioned it to someone and they said, we can actually collaborate. Let's make it big. Like, me? Okay, let's have it. So that was how we did that. It's series featuring Scarlett Gomez, OK, Leonard Tega, Floyd Igbo, myself, Oladisi Akinbaje.
These are huge names. It's from something small.
Right. It felt really good. I was really happy when they said they were going to, collaborate with me. So we had that. And when the editing started, the CEO of Show Mine Entertainment said, that this was really good. I'd like you to produce for us this time. So we did another one. Permission, written by Tori Thompson, a fantastic story. Would also be streaming on Showmine app, and we had Toby Makinde, Shenene, we had Detola Jones, we had myself and Tori, just a forecast kind of short film. A really amazing story. So yeah, then I'm going to talk about Game Changer.
Okay.
So Game Changer, I think that was the toughest audition I've ever attended. It was really tough. I prayed and fasted. Yeah.
The truth is coming out now.
I went on a day fast. I prayed to get that job. Because I remember going there, they had been auditioning for it for like a month or thereabouts. And someone just called me and said, I'd like you, someone sent me your picture. I'd like you to, go for this audition. And I saw it. What brand is this? She said she wasn't going to disclose the brand. I said, okay. I got the address and I went to Auxilia and Academy. I auditioned. I left. I wasn't so convinced I was going to get a call back. I just left. Then I got a call back to come for second audition. So I went back for the second audition. Was when I got there, they said, okay, so there are three of us that they may be considering. They need just one lady, but the three of us will be contesting. This is hard. So then I met my friend Tega then. Like I was saying, this people, it doesn't look like this will work. I told him, okay, let's just see. So then the third time I got a call back.
Wow.
This time I was to meet with the director, the white guy, Dean. So when I got there, immediately I saw it was a white guy. I was shivering, like, let me just give up on this and go back home. Then I got in, and the lady said, you are the first choice. So I hope you do everything you can to, impress the white guy inside. Okay. So that kind of gave me that courage and confidence to do something. So I got in and I was like, okay, just give me the expression. You're sad, happy kind of expression. Just show us. I did my part, the least I could do, and I left. Then I saw, while I was leaving, the other lady, went into the auditioning room. And I told myself, she's really pretty, tall, dark, and they said they wanted caramel to dark skin. So I started looking at my skin. I think I'm caramel. I'm not that, but I think I'm caramel, So I went back home that day, and I remember the same lady telling me, okay, just pray. Just pray. But I think you did well. So I got home, and I started praying. I started praying, God, please. The next day, I told myself, okay, you know what? I'm just going to fast. So I was fasting, I was praying, then 4 p.m. I got a text. Congratulations, you have been picked.
Wow.
I screamed. I didn't even know how big it was. But the fact that I got it after like the first, second, third audition, like it felt really good. Like really, really good. So they told me to come for a measurement of like this. I went there, VIP. When I got there, everyone was like, yeah, so you're the mom, you're paying. I was like, yeah. So when the date of the shoot started, they told me it was a 5-day shoot. I'm like, really? 5-day shoot? Okay, it's a Pan-Africa kind of advert. Like, whoa. Okay, so that was it. I think we had that last year. The shoot was last year, April. Yeah, last year, April. So yeah, I think that was Game Changer was a very good one for me. Like it made me feel really good, boost my confidence. I keep, every time I look at the billboard, because there's literally nowhere in Lagos you can find a billboard. I remember Ash Musi posted something one time, and at a background, just behind her, I think in Port Harcourt or so, I saw my billboard. I was saying, okay, in Port Harcourt.
Yes.
So yeah, so I told myself, okay, this is
they
great.
visited my friend's restaurant, La Lune.
Okay, where's that?
In Port Harcourt. So that's where that came through. Yes.
Okay, so I was like, look at me, so everywhere I go, my friends, they send and all that. Then I think about 5 months after, I Golden Pen, someone called me for another audition for a TVC, and I went. So it wasn't even an audition per se. I think they've been on it for like 3 weeks also. So when I got there, as I was walking in, I was like, hey, this is the mom. Hey, this is who we need. I was like, I see you, God. So I got in, and everyone just kept saying, hey, this is the mom. This is who we need. So I didn't even do much. I just saw the director, and that was it. Immediately I had my measurement, and we had the shoot. It was just 3 weeks ago, a friend of mine sent to me that is this big billboard on your way to the airport by Oshodi Bridge. Okay, it's really massive. Like, Oh yeah. So now, so I have Golden Penny, I have Nestle. Really great. So yeah, so far the journey has been good, not very rosy, but I can say God has been faithful so far. Yeah.
All right. Time is fast spent, but as we wrap up the show, there's
Mhm.
someone out there, watching the show now, a lady who's lost confidence in herself. And she's like, can I really be like this woman right now? You know, some people look at themselves and they don't think they're very beautiful, or they don't even think they're attractive at all. But coming from where you're coming from and seeing how you've been able to navigate through all the waters, what would you tell this person?
Okay. For me, easy does it. I don't push too hard. I usually do not show any form of desperation. I don't, yeah, sometimes I contact some directors, say, hi, I'm an actor, this is what I do, this is what, okay, send me your monologue, I send monologue, but maybe once a month. I don't push, I don't do anything extra. Just have the confidence that, first off, work with God. That
Right.
has really, kept me. Work with God and have built that self-confidence. If all it takes you is to go in front of your mirror and tell yourself every morning, I am beautiful, I'm confident, I will achieve goals. Just do it. Just do it. The little contact, make contact. Don't sit at home and expect miracles.
Yes.
Go out. So yeah, I've always been the indoor kind of person, but I told myself, you see, 2024, 2025, I'm going all out. I'm going to show up. I'll go out. I'll show myself to the world. And I think I've been doing that, and it's really working for me. It's really, really working for me. So any young lady out there, do your bit. Like I said, not too much desperation. Just work with God. One, two, make quality contact. Make quality contact. That would really help. Enter people's DM. People, it could be, if you're a lady, it could be women, it could be men. Enter people's DM. Send them messages. Tell them what you're capable of, bringing to the table. And I mean, like I said, just work with God. You'll have everything going well for you.
All right. How can we follow you on all your social media pages? And then your movie, the one you produced, where can we watch or stream?
The two movies I produced, Sweet Toucher and Permission. They'll be streaming on Showmine app. If you check Apple Store, you find on App Store, you find on Play Store. Showmine Entertainment, Showmine app. My movies will start streaming, say, in 2-3 months from now. We're almost done with editing. Like I said, you can check the app out. Really amazing app. And we've got sweet movies, movies, quality movies that you can find on the app. So, I think my most active social media platform will be Instagram, and it's Yeti on Instagram. YETTIE. So yeah.
YETTIEYETTY. Yeti. Yes, thank you so much for gracing us with this interview.
Thank you for inviting me.
We're so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Basically, color the studios. The lights don't feel like they're giving us enough sunshine or whatever it is you guys do. But hey, we're happy to have you here. We're very honored. We hope when we're calling you next time, you'll be able to come through.
Definitely.
Because I really enjoyed this interview. I don't know about you guys. Thank you so much. All right. As we wrap up the show, don't drink and drive. It's Friday. Come on. Don't drink and drive. Don't drive and drink. Drink water and mind the business that concerns you. Do not ever turn off someone else's light bulb because you want yours to shine the brightest. Every day above 6 feet is a good day. Now follow me on Instagram at official_Orally. That's AURALWE for your music promotions, voiceover artist, actor, MC, whatever. Journalist and broadcaster, whatever you guys want, I got you guys. Promotions, you want your songs played on radio and TV. I work on radio as well, so I got you guys covered. Enjoy the rest of your day.